Breathe in, breathe out. Gemini. Gemini the twins. You're up. I'm here to do a general reading for you. Today is, I think it's after midnight, so it's actually May 1st. There's a lot of astrology going on up there in the sky. Don't have time to go into all of that. But we're going to see what's happening for you. You can check out my YouTube page at Charles13D as well. I have other interesting videos that are over there. Click, like, subscribe, all of that stuff, right? The more you like the algorithm, all of that stuff, right? I don't know. I don't really like to be promotional, but that's what they do. Anyway, Gemini, what's happening for you today? Spirit says to me that you have been kind of down, but it's time for you to be a superstar, which is really interesting to me. Feels to me like there's been a lot of energy that has been holding you back, holding you down. I don't know if that's because you're ruled by Mercury and Mercury has been retrograde, but Mercury is now direct, so maybe it's time for you to be taken off now. So let's see what's happening for you here. Gemini, 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 Gemini. They say that one of your twins is falling off, which means that there's going to be more of what they're referring to as a singularity, which is a science term. Maybe look that up. But I think that it has more to do with you being like one mind, one spirit, one soul, like that. And so that ought to be interesting. Gemini. They just keep showing me this rocket energy with you, ready to take off. Shoot for the moon, Gemini, shoot for the moon. All right, definitely have a lot of power going on here. And it's interesting because you have King of Wands, King of Cups, and then you have the Eight of Cups. I think it goes this way. This is a mirror image, so it messes with my head. I'm sure it messes with yours. But this is your duality. You have your power over here. You have your spirituality, right? You have your cups over here. You have your emotions, right? And you can see these two kings, they're facing opposite each other, right? So it's two sides, but you're heading in a new direction. That's what the Eight of Cups is all about. So it's like when you look at the cards, the Eight of Wands is going backwards. And when you look at the King of Cups, he's moving forward. So you're definitely moving forward more so in an emotional way. And, you know, your intuition, stuff like that. You have the Eight of Cups here, right? So that is about moving forward. When I first started reading, I used to use the Eight of Cups for more of an inward journey, right? Going inward and kind of seeing what's happening on the inside, right? But it is a kind of about walking away from things that no longer serve you, right? And in this particular case, it may very well be about walking away from people that no longer serve you as well, right? You have the Page of Cups, which is pages are about communication, right? So you're communicating more emotional way, right? But in a new way, because it's a page, right? So you're going from king, right? And then starting over again with the page, right? And I know that you're an air sign, right? But there's not really like air signs here except for the star card, which is ruled by the sign of Aquarius. But this is your goals, dreams, and aspirations, right? It is basically the North Star. It's where you're trying to get to. And we did talk about like this rocket thing, right? Shooting for the stars, right? And it's being paired up here with the King of Cups. So in order for you to reach your North Star, in order for you to reach your goals, dreams, aspirations, right, it's going to have to be about you following your intuition, right? With these two cards here, you do have the Six of Pentacles and you do have the Page of Cups here, right? Six of Pentacles is a lot about gratitude. It's about being able to share money, share resources, stuff like that, right? There is a duality here, right? Where you do have the you have the scales of justice over here, right? And so you're sitting here, you're trying to balance things in your life, right? But see, the Page of Cups is also a 9, right? This card is a 54th. Where's my camera? It's the 54th card of the deck, which makes it a 9. This is the 74th card of the deck, which means it's 11, right? So you're definitely completing a cycle around your life. This is karma, right? And there can be things here that are related to your money and finances as well, right? Because the Star card is the 17th card of the deck, which makes it an 8. The Eight of Cups is the 67th 62nd card of the deck, which makes it an 8. And 8s are about money and finances, right? And if you're involved with anything to do with writing, then it's going to be good for you, right? The Star card is directly related to writing. It is about goals, dreams, aspirations, but a lot of times it comes up connected to writing. Any Aquarians I know are connected to writing, right? So there is all of that going on around here. People have pointed out to me in the past that the Star card does have 8 stars, which is connected to the Strength card, right? It's an 8. So, you know, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of the signs when I'm doing these readings. The last round that I did on my YouTube page and here as well, it feels that people are going through some sort of an ascension process, which is you're raising your spiritual vibration, right? And do I have time to say this? When I first started doing readings, and well, when I first started experiencing psychic ability, there were multiple guides going on, and it was like, all right, you people need to speak to me with one voice, come together as one energy and speak to one voice, speak as one voice. And that's what this feels like is happening to you, is that, you know, you're not being pulled in multiple directions anymore. Here, it's like you're raising your vibration. Like I said, it's definitely moving up here. And I think that when I look at this in terms of relationship status, you know, like relationships kind of things, it feels to me like it's like you're kind of questioning like what you're doing in relationships and stuff, and kind of needing to kind of maintain your relationship, but also find your voice in that relationship as well, right? And if you're looking at business opportunities here, you know, you could be walking away from some sort of a company is what I'm looking at here, kind of going out on your own thing. It's like I'm done with all of this like 9 to 5 corporate crap, and I'm going to try to be doing something that is more entrepreneurial kind of a thing, or you know, or it's a side hustle kind of a deal. But there's definitely this thing about kind of going off on your own here somewhere. So it really looks good to me, Gemini. I've not seen Gemini readings do so well as they are right here with this thing. Maintain your childlike energy, right? You may be in this like King of Cups energy, but maintain your childhood as well, you know, your playfulness, that kind of thing. And I think that's why you have this card here about balance, right? Have this gratitude and maintain both sides here. I think that's where your duality is going to be sitting at here. Your intuition is definitely kicking off here. Good luck.